Dun, 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 dun. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to more writing streams. 14. This is gonna be. This is good. This is gonna be the thing that I stream the most probably. So like, yeah, that's what happens when you stream yourself writing all every day almost. I'm trying to find the limit to how many freaking things you can show. Or however many like a playlist maxes out at. Find volume right. Oh, why is it so quiet? Actually, yeah, that's absurdly quiet. Why? What? Why the fuck is it so quiet today? I don't understand audio stuff. Ugh. Yeah, cool. I'm trying to turn everything up for the volume, and then it just kind of goes, no, I don't want to be at a decent volume. Fuck off. I'm just like, why? Okay, time to get to writing. Time writing. Now I need to plan out what the second part would be like. Okay, let's go, me. Yeah, but realize you're just kind of tired and I'm just kind of tired. I wish I wasn't just kind of tired. Ugh. Literally ho humming. So much of this, so much of these streams is just humming about going. Like a freaking villager from Minecraft. Down my throat. Break my body. 9. Okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yo, your Tengu? What? I didn't know we had a fucking. I didn't know so we have a Nekomata and Calypso. Now we have a Tengu and Fan. Great. What the fuck happens in this version of the story? What changes? What do I do? Change and leave out some details about always are in part 1. Yeah. Convert. No. Art. Come on, me, you gotta have thoughts. You must have active thoughts. You can't be sitting down looking at a screen. You gotta be sitting down writing on a screen today. Just take your pen and just scribble upon it. You know, that's the best thing to do. Dun dun dun. Ba 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 ba. Blacko. Blacko. What do I want to have happen? What changes because Maddie's here? How does the opening scene change? What says differently? How does it progress differently? What things are said differently? Because I'm fine with you. I'm fine with like the initial version having Miko wake up. Good, like I'm fine with that. What's a question of like there's no like the exposition found in his cradle change dramatically. There's a lot of it just kind of need to change the certainty, the context, and a lot of other stuff. Goodness, I sound like I sound like I've woken up from a coma after 12 years. Post Fantasy was finished by someone else. Bob, you gotta move past everything. You gotta keep going. Rama, you love sarcoma? Man, are you fucking hearing me through like a goddamn alien device, and that's why you're typing something? You're typing with emojis? Because if you are, please tell us so that way we know we can help. We're here for you. Need you out of the grasp. Right behind just now. Like. Ah. Padres unhindered, currently unavailable for work. Sorry, boss. Oh no, I assume that I'm correct. Okay, how do we fucking say it? How do we say it? No, I have no ideas. Oh well, he's dead. Yes. Shame. What a shame. What the fuck? Okay, something fell on me. Weird. Why do they use broomsticks? They aren't wizards. This isn't Harry Potter. Why not just fly? No one. Okay, hold on. Marissa uses a broom, but she doesn't need to. As far as we know, she just likes to. Marissa's fucking weirdo. Bob is gonna fall asleep on the floor. Original. Right. Probably also Hmm. Fine. Color. Chapter 5. Art. Mint. Exhaustion. That is primarily have in this household. You run off exhaustion. This is actually probably like the entire world because guys. Just Mommy, come on, gotta wake up. Come on, gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. Moment. Fuck. I actually, I said simply, Rain, maybe you could stream while walking. Oh wait, look, if I'm already tapping my foot all the time and moving it like it's like I've got a freaking I got a heart muscle in my leg, but you know it's yeah. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Work a lot. Come on, brain. Work it, brain. Come on, brain. If you don't work, I'll break you. Maybe you need some memes. What? Gonna meme my meme me. I like I'm saying meme instead of meme me. Fuck, that's hard. I was saying that 10 times fast. Look out. Hi. Okay. 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 But what did the chicken say when he crossed the road? Nothing, because chickens can't speak. Oh my god, I didn't know you were a racist, man. Christ, chickens can't speak? What are we, what age do we live in? The fucking 2000s? Like, oh my god, fan. We do not tolerate that kind of behavior in this chat. I am very sorry to say. For your, I understand chickens' rights. I mean, shit. That wasn't a joke. That was murder. No, you're gonna get memed on by Bob Bob. Ah, yes, the saddest fate, because his memes are like toxic and poisonous air to you. Bad. Fine. No, Medi will not fuck you. This is a problem when you speak like I do. Getting a little not safe for work with Arc there. Watch out for the YouTube popo. Look, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. This is the only sexy thing in the entirety of the world. Nothing else sexy exists. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe from the popo. Popo don't exist in my timeline. Sometimes I wonder if there's any actual thoughts that run through my brain, because when I speak, I occasionally think, what is this? What is this doing? This is horrible. Get it out of here now. I like the music. I like the music quite a bit. Honestly, I worry about the future of post fantasy for quite a few reasons, but one of the things that worries me and is more so concerned about my own writing is being able to not fuck up with a big cast. I think I can do it. I think I can write a decently sized cast without necessarily much issue, but it's like to give an idea, on my free time, quite often I will just think about, like, oh, what if this character was a thing, and this and that and this, for any setting. Like, oh, what if a character was like this? What would they be like in anything? And thinking about different like personalities and stuff. So I've got like a ton on the back burner ready to like whip out if I need, but it doesn't really change some aspects like I don't know how I don't quite know how many people I want to be in the Newton's Cradle, or to have Newton's Cradle rather, and get like personalities and stuff. I've got some starting ideas, but I'm also very nervous about applying those. Heroes has quite a blow cast, and it's gotten pretty hard to get character room for all of them. That's why it's easier to like in Sky first chapter to characterize them. Like I think Teki, Miko, Igai, Aho, and Aju as like the core cast is fine. Medi being there on occasion and being a part of being like a secondary character to everything is fine as well. I think that works. I think that works fine. I think that's what I'm happy with, that as like a core cast of 5. I think that will work out nice enough. Though there are admittedly occasion. Oh no, it's my own occasional problem is my own mind. I don't think they've really appeared in the story yet, because as I've mentioned before, I write everyone with a distinct voice in my head, and making sure that everyone sounds different. Like, no, I never want to write, unless it's intentional, I never want to write 2 characters who sound almost exactly the same, and if you took their dialogue out, like, I want people to be able to take the dialogue out of context and be like, and having read the story, be like, oh yeah, that's Miko, that's Teki, that's Aho, and so on and so forth. Would try to course. Present. Oh my god. Come on, come on. It's fine. We're fine. Come on, me, oh my, oh little butterfly. I feel like if anything more than 10 characters in a story would already be hurting avenues and character development, and including villains. Is that just you? I don't. I would only disagree somewhat. To use actual Toho for an idea, most of the mainline games introduce 7 new characters for the 7 stages, and usually, you know what, that does enough, that's fine, and those characters are then used elsewhere pretty decently. But it's definitely that kind of thing where I look at it and I go, okay, but I want to be very careful with this. Like, I want to make sure that we don't end up with too many I want to make sure we don't end up with too many characters, which is a big thing, is like figuring out at this point how many villains I want, because I have ideas for like the forces of Newton's Cradle and stuff, like the troopers and basically and things like that, but I haven't quite decided how many of Newton's Cradle is going to be in the story, named and stuff, and given personalities. I got ideas. Harms my so to say, and I'm currently losing it. Dropping to the floor. Oh, there it is, on the floor. 70 characters in total. Chosen to use like 20 major characters per game, and no spoilers, but you can tell the character development is non-existent for layer games. Oof. That's a harsh opinion. Break the neck. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 dun dun da da dun dun da da. Okay, okay. Keep going, me. Keep going. Stop being like this. Oh, helps. Oh, goodness. What? But okay, stretching and stuff too. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Back to like. There we go. Miko. If you mean really hard, will someone else join? Hopefully. Oh wait, you mean in the story or in the chat? Because I hope in the chat we can get. I wish I knew a place where I could like post about me writing, so that way I could get more people to come over and check it out. I would love that, but I don't know where the fuck to go for that kind of thing. Since most of the nation about happen on known there's yep app for oh doesn't oh stuff okay goodness great Polygostree. I'm taking deep breaths like I've just ran a marathon, but it's more so me just hyping myself up, just like, okay, 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 you can do it. Who can write? You are a writer. Are writing. Should write. Write. God, I'm so lame. Hellcat. Some sites you consider Reddit, please don't. Wattpad, fanfictions.net, Toad Discord maybe. There's a United Toad Discord. Only one I'm in is Lost Word, but what do you have opinions about the Toho Reddit? I've got some opinions about the Toho Reddit, but are you just kind of generally saying, please don't, Reddit is fucking hell, in your statement there? Is your thesis about how Reddit is hell and we need to avoid it at all costs? Understandable. Reddit in general is a cesspool. I don't usually get that impression, but I also don't usually, go to many Reddits. I just kind of go to, hey, this is my place. I'll be here now because I like reading about this thing. That's the extent for me. All I do. I am very lame. Zero Chapter 3 flashbacks, cough, cough. I am still not quite sure what I said for Zero Chapter 3 got on so many people's nerves. Like, was it... Well, what did I say specifically that was like, no, you're wrong, Bob? And it's like, I don't know. There was one motherfucker who was like, man, look at this fucker trash-talking Zero and then ling his chin out. What the hell is this? He deleted his comment before I got to post a reply, because holy shite, that was annoying to read. It's like, yes, I've just done this so I can link my channel. The board doesn't take any effort to create. No siree, it's effortless as anything. Put fucking hours into that shit. Get tossed to the side like that. Not you, Bob, you have that some trailers are legit, unhinged, only exists to bash on others. 'Tis life, you suppose. Well, that exists for every group, I would argue. It's not a, I would say that kind of thing isn't a Trails exclusive. Trails doesn't have the copyright for crazy fans and that. I see weird things. So like I'm just confused. Like, what about my opinions really pushed people the wrong way, or made people feel like rub people the wrong way? There's the word you're looking for, Bob. Now it's time to keep going and wondering what the fuck. Okay, yeah, I need another scenario. One. Agent's cradle is code. Action. Learning. Like, I'm a critic at heart at this point. Like, I like critiquing things overall, and I critique things because I want to see things be better. I never critique something that I don't care about, because why the fuck would I? If I don't care about something, I'm never gonna be into it. I'm never gonna give any feedback into it. Like, I enjoy Trails overall, so I was like, oh wow, this is massively disappointing, guys. I don't really like this. The Trails community at the time, die. What the fuck did I do this time? Very, very confusing moment for me. I think you severely underestimate Trails fans on Reddit. You haven't seen the price of they come up with. You have different opinion. For you example. True, I literally cannot browse the... I can't browse the Trails subreddit, the Falcom subreddit, because there might be spoilers. Therefore, I am not allowed inside. By my own choice, admittedly, but it's still like a requirement. I can't go inside there. I might get spoiled. News creator was told the reaction. Worrying about it. First, chapter 5. Oh, problem. Or go learning. Aji. Right. Out. Scenario 1.2. Oh, writing out the ideas is so fucking tiring. Because I'm a thing or another bad thing, yes. Nico is not told about Cradle does learn attack night the battle Aju every thoughts Blade. Evil. You believe your fundamental way of thinking is completely different from them. You like to give criticism, even for so-called popular games, and that's somewhat triggers your defense mechanism, which you expect and wish more people did instead of jumping on the bandwagon. I'm a... It's weird to say this still for me. I'm an optimist. I think best of people most of the time. So, even when there are people are being like, oh, they're being rather unreasonable in some ways, I'm just like, well, maybe they have their reason. I'm very generous like that. Because I do believe goodness, that junk. It was weird to describe it as such, but it's true. Message retracted. Why? Did you misspell something? Why would you retract that message? What? What the frick? Thinking out, trying everything out. I guess there was a mistake, which you respect and wish more people did. I think it's very important to be able to critique things in any form of media or the like, because if you like, Eclipse's let me put it like this: Eclipse's words about Chapter 5 fucking killed me, and made me really, really sad. Like, just truly, I was really sad to hear what he was saying. But he wasn't wrong. Like, the issue there is my own fragile fucking ego, not what Eclipse was saying. So, like, I really appreciate him saying those things, because it means I can be a better writer, and I want to be a good writer. I always want to be a very good writer if I can help it. So I was happy to get his critique, even if it killed my soul more than a bit. I'll mention the Cradle. Eddie. Those. Finland. Reason for what it got so much controversy is because Zero is a good game, should be praised, you enjoy it more if you play Azure, you can't believe in soda pops in the park. Look. Okay, I want to establish something very clearly here. Fuck it. Currently in story, even as far in as we are into Azure, I have to reveal the worst thing for anyone to ever hear. Kia is boring. Kia is very boring. I like kids enough so that I can like Kia, but Kia and Shizuku are so goddamn boring. They are some of the biggest nothing sandwiches I've ever seen, and it's kind of insane to think to myself, like, the characters in, like, the orphaned kids in second chapter have more of personality than those two, and it's just like, wow. Guarantee if I gave that same criticism to someone a red, chances are it would be someone with a fragile ego that wouldn't resort to these cool guard insults to nature, in your opinion. More negative human nature than I am. But yeah, no, painful to say that, but it's I feel like it's true. They are children, and that means that they, for some reason in here, it just kind of means they're nothing. Don't do almost anything, and it really sucks. Say that. But like, I like how sweet Kia is, but she's almost kind of like a Mary Sue in terms of everyone loving her immediately. And now, I'm not saying she's Mary Sue at all for like her skill stuff, because that's clearly coming from her connection to D and stuff and all that other junk, which is going to be revealed later on. But why does everyone who meets Kia love her? Everyone? Literally everyone. I don't think we've had a single person who hasn't loved Kia. And that just feels really strange, like a case of, but why? Why would you? Why does no one ever have any dissenting opinions about Kia? No one even like none of the children do either, which is what strikes me as actually weird. Because children are very arbitrary about like who they'll like and who they'll dislike most of the time. Holy shit, Bobo! You better not post that. You're gonna get canceled. But it's my opinion. It's what I think. Sure, we're gonna see a repeat of chapter 3. If I said that, probably. I'm giving Kia a chance to get better, but I don't see how Shizuku can get better. Shizuku has had fucking a lot of time to get better, and she's just been there. Correction, she's really just been there, existing. Maybe to humanize fucking Arios, but Arios has the personality of a brick, and I can be more interested in a brick. Because it could look interesting at least, apart from something else. He's so fucking... he's so uninteresting. Like... I don't even know if I could describe a fucking personality for Arios. Jesus, like, the man is... Being good with a sword isn't a personality, like, Jesus. Thinking what Trails said, people are just super dumb when something like that gets criticized. We were interpreted as a person attacking themselves, it's weird as flip. You're not gonna comment about Kia, but you understand your frustration about her lack of presence in the plot. It's more so her lack of personality in the plot and like a couple other things. But Shizuku and Arios are currently the sufferers of everything. Hi, Clips, by the way. Those two are perhaps some of the worst written characters we have in the game at the moment, because they're really just there. And that sucks, Because in theory, Shizuku, even if she doesn't have a personality, should be there to humanize and tell us more about Arios and what he's like. The issue is, what it tells us about Arios isn't actually good and and I don't think is intentional on the writer's part, where it's like, oh wow, look at Arios, he's not a very good father, considering he not being able to be with his daughter almost ever, repeatedly. In fact, that's a very established thing. And it's like, oh, I want to spend time with my daughter, but I can't. Dude, go out and spend time with your daughter then. And you're in, like, I know you, like, what have you been doing that's so important you need to be away from your daughter? Because it doesn't seem like there's much. I will admit, Tio is I will say again though, Tio is like is amazing. Tio is just amazing. And I will never have anyone speak poorly of her backstory and stuff, because god, that's good shit. Even her love for Mishi is really good shit, because that plays into like, it's like, why is she being, oh man, she's such a child about that. I'm gonna just think about like, yeah, she's such a child. Ignoring her actual age, she finds happiness in this simplistic thing because her life before now was kind of shit. Techie. Grind. Como Aju is here that he goes and okay, keep going, me. Keep going, yes, me. Keep going, or get out of the way. Okay. Who then learns about the barrier around Run. Elf. Over. Lines. Oh, need a barrier. Wonder how that's gonna be on over. It's not. We're going to destroy the barrier's creator. Murder time shall occur. This is my favorite time of the year. Okay, me, oh re mi, okay, me, oh re mi, okay, me. Epsilon toxin. Go. further bad. Oi. Arse. Those. Note after. Okay, me. True at trios, but Bob isn't contrarian enough to continue to challenge Big Ego. Not contrarian enough to continue to challenge Big Ego enough not to care. Ready to refrain, Randall's too stupid to defend Crossbow without spoiling Curl. Okay. Ugh. Oh my god, I just booted myself up. Okay. Thoughts are moving, thoughts are occurring, but they are the stupid ones. Thoughts are moving, thoughts are occurring, but they are the stupid ones. Thoughts are moving, thoughts are occurring, but they are the stupid ones. Can I not be thinking of stupid shit, please? Brain. Come on. Sound like I'm on dial-up, what the fuck? God damn it. Station. Yes, me no doubt Bob could out-debate Trojan and criticism on a chapter concerning the average like you when you see the benefits of just not responding. I mean, all I was doing during the chat, imagine educating a plot hole in FC by going, well, Van did a thing in Kuro, so there's your explanation. You mean educating? What? But, yeah, no, it's what bothers me. It's like, a story should be able to work on its own, and also why I fucking believe Clips is right about my problems with the glossary and other parts of fucking post-fantasy, where I'm just like, fuck, he's right. I want to punch myself. But like, yeah, no, I currently, even as far as we are in Azure right now, I have not gotten a reason why Chapter 3 is actually perfectly fine of Zero. Like, no, I haven't. I haven't gotten a reason why it's fine that the SSS got rescued so many fucking times, why so much just got put upon their laps, why they had such little initiative for themselves, why they kind of just didn't care and got handed everything they needed. No, I didn't. The question for that chapter is, how did Kia get into the box? And that's it right now. And I have very strong doubts that someone set up all that crap. And if someone did, I doubt that will become off as anyway satisfying. Because you have, like, you get to a level of chess master just makes you roll your eyes and go, yeah, me taking my shit at 2 a.m. yesterday was part of your plan too, wasn't it? Like, disagree. Tro's games have an overarching plot enough to shared stuff that only arc that really works on its own is Sky. And you won't get a reason because it's a popular game, your opinion is not going to be well liked in the fandom. I guess I should expand there, but it's a case of... Does Zero stand up without playing fucking... Tro's in the sky? I don't think it really does. I think it loses half of its body if you don't know about Tro's. If you ever played Tro's to the Sky, and I mean all of the games. That really sucks. Tro's to Azure isn't... Tro's to Azure is, on the surface, a different... is a new part of the same universe, but not really... It doesn't seem like it's supposed to be a continuation of Sky's storyline, but it has the continuation of Sky's storyline in there, which sucks. Hell, I'm gonna make a very ballsy argument here, by the way. Very, very ballsy argument. We did not need to have you could have had in third, the final, like, Ren and be adopted by Joshua and Estelle at the end of third. You could have gone that route instead. Didn't need to bleed that plot over into another game to finish it up. I don't believe it was... I don't think much was gained out doing that, and it would have been fine to spend that third beat where it's, like, resolved, and they... And like, if they need to meet up again, it's because, like, oh yeah, we're not in the real world, we're not together right now, we'll have to find each other, stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's fine. Let's meet up, and then... Fuck, I would be up for them just being like, okay, let's meet up at Crossbell, and then they do, and that's what happens. Like I'd be up for that. Like, I just don't think much was gained from extending the storyline and including, like, her getting resolution with her family, which is like, okay, guess you can do that, but I only cared about that because I care about Ren, but I didn't really think it was all that... That's entirely my opinion. That's not based on, like... That's not based on, like, thinking about criticism or writing and stuff. It's just me going, this is what I would prefer. So, you know... After examining Keel, purpose, career, present, time, art. I like, that's what I said there is probably really unpopular opinion, and I wouldn't exactly blame anyone. It's just, again, it's me going, I would have preferred this. That is all. I will say this about Ren's storyline. I overall like it quite a bit, but I have to... I think... I almost feel like it sets up a bar a bit too high. I like my gut feeling is it's like that sets the bar really high from now on. Ren's story is great, and now you've got to kind of like keep up with any tragic shit to go to execute like that as well. But Ren had 2 games, technically 3 games to flush her out, and now if you have any character that is only appearing in 1 game, you can make life a lot harder for yourself. Even though your opinions may be unpopular, you still think they are equally valid. I mean, yeah, fine. Happy year. I don't need insulin. Fine, right? On, get out of it here, you bitch. Hello, Kyle. Music here. So your story is bad as Ren's? No, it's not quite like that. It's more so, do you have the time to develop your story out like Ren does, or are you going to get sidelined? Fuck, okay, look, okay, I gotta ask this important question. Is Shizuku supposed to be a tragic character right now? Am I supposed to feel really bad for her? Like, am I supposed to be like, oh, that's really sad? Not on Ren level, obviously, but on the level of, oh, no. Blinded. Don't care about the blind child. What's she fucking here for? I mean, for you, a lot of the problems you have with trailers so far are things that either don't notice or just didn't bother you so much, but there's other things in trailers that do bother you, Saying high standard is bad, it's the only problem you automatically as a character because the story isn't as good as the previous one. I don't. It's more so that said, you don't really get triggered when you say this shit because, like, bruh, you didn't make the game loop. But hold on, have you played further? I have currently played into chapter 3 of Azure, so I'm getting further. But, like, seriously, when was Shizuku introduced? Chapter 2, I want to... No, chapter 1, I think, of fucking Zero, I think Shizuku was introduced. And, like, God, she's gone through... we've had so much stuff, and we got, like, we just... So much has happened, and it feels like little has happened with her particularly. Like, even her personal arc is just, like... bleh. Trost, wasn't today Trost Day? No, it's Thursday and Friday. Remember, we're going back to the regular scheduled stuff. Because we're going back to regularly scheduled stuff because I finally have a regular scheduled job again. Walk. Informs Miko and Aho about Tomo informs Miko about Aho Anju. What the fuck? How are you supposed to know the regular schedule? Don't worry, I'll have a graphic eventually, hopefully, maybe. We need more people like Clips and less people like those in the Zero Chapter 3. Only chapter where everything went to shit, admittedly, and it was the chapter where I was most critical of. Oh yeah, actually I didn't mention this, but I find it kind of strange. How is killing people supposed to be treated in Azure so far? Because it seems like the game's going for a very strong, killing is the worst thing you could ever fucking do kind of message. And it's like, I mean, yeah, killing other people is quite bad usually. Very much so. And then I look at Weissman and I'm just go, but we can kill that fucker, right? Like, there's no moral quandary about that, right? I look at Yokin. There's no moral quandary about this, right, guys? Right? We can just kill him, right? Looks at the terrorist. Oh no, the terrorists have been killed. I'm like, oh yes, I understand as police that can be frustrating, but also it really, like, just seeing them dead isn't enough for me to be like, oh no, it's really the moment where what really, like, helps that scene out is, like, where Shirley and Sigmund is, like, playing around with the last survivor. I'm like, yeah, that works well. You don't totally agree with Bob on how visceral his reaction to it is, but you can take it on board and be like, okay, I see your point. Spoilers, killing people is handled extremely badly after this guy in your opinion. Killing people is anime level is bad. Look, it shouldn't be registering as like, okay, let's stop. Gotta fucking when you have an anime kind of plot and you got bad guys, sometimes those bad guys are fucking horrible pieces of fights that you really shouldn't, that people, relatively speaking, shouldn't feel bad for killing it at all, or feel bad for their deaths. Like, why would someone... Like, maybe it's my own morale getting in the way here, but I don't, like, I still found it kind of weird, like, even if he was only saying it because he wanted to, like, bring him to justice and wanted to go through the proper systems. The amount that Lloyd is like, man, I really feel bad that I let fucking, that I let Joachim die. It's just like, dude, why are you about this so much? You maintain that the SSS were sad about Joachim's death because they're police and justice memes, and not because they were actually sad for him. It's hard to get a read on. I can believe that interpretation, but I feel like that might not be the intended interpretation. People who have been killed so far: Weissman, evil; Jove, anti-hero, good; Joachim, evil as fuck. Like, there's no moral. Not much moral complexity there at the moment. Just like, yeah, no, you should be cheering Joachim's death, besides the fact that you've lost information. That should be the thing you're crying about. If anything, it's like, fuck, he's dead. Why do you care? We couldn't ask him any questions. Oh, that's a good point. Shit. Anyway, stabbing myself in 3, 2, 1. Ahee-ho! Eat. There we go. This and... oh wow, that's blood. Ooh, I must have stabbed, like, really badly. Now, here's from Araboni and Calvard. Evil. I mean, yeah, only the Araboni ones died, but yeah, no, it's... Don't hurt myself over post-fantasy? No, I'm hurting myself to save post-fantasy! It's fine! Really, I just needed to... oh my god, did I, like, hit all that blood? I don't understand the correlation to small needle stab bleeding tons. I don't get it. Tell more for Miko about Aho looking for Anji. Turn here out making eye. Stop what you're doing. Bleeding is bad. Look, I have to put the needle in me so that way I can put in the nice thing that saves my life. Fine. But it's like a surgeon stabbing you in the heart so that way they can fix it. Fine. Don't jab your face then. To be fair, that was brutal. Legit surprised you. Agree, but you were talking about the moral aspect. They were totally cool if they were portrayed in a more sympathetic light. I mean, yeah, like, I wouldn't torture terrorists. Like the fucking Red Constellation effectively did with that last poor fuck. Recklessly stabbing yourself leads to death. Debatable. But, like, the only reason I cheer for them is because I really hate Osborn. But, you know, it's fine, right? Like, the only reason I feel for them is because they wanted to get rid of Osborn, and Osborn is, so far, like, the biggest, dickest. Come on, work, you fucking device. There you go. There we go, it's working. Cool. I know he was referenced in first chapter. I think so. I think I remember that vaguely. At the time, I thought we were never gonna get the guy with the portrait, I think, which is why I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of dismissed it because I didn't think we'd get a portrait of him. He'd be important, but in a way where he never just got shown or anything. That's what I thought Osborn was gonna be like incredibly important character to the entirety of the plot. Also, you never meet him. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but surprise, surprise, we actually met him. Oh no, I don't hate Osborn because he was mean to the SSS. I hate Osborn because he's the reason that so much is going wrong. He's part of the from what I understand, the man's probably part of the reason that fucking Joshua went through his shite. Part of the and Lovey too. Part of the reason he is the reason why during the Liber Arc incident, Rebel nearly got fucking taken over by them. He's also trying to currently screw over Crossbow and take that over too. And the man is a warmonger by the looks of it. I don't like the fucker. Speaking of first chapter thing, why isn't mind control of the Skybands, Dalmor, Ravens, Kurt, and Richards? Seems like a sort of prototype Gnosis. Nah. I think that was just. I think that stuff was just supposed to be. I have the rogues. Also. Nah, Richard is like the biggest sign of this because Richard's motivations never changed. It was just like Richard got implanted into him the idea of, hey, what if we go about doing it this way? And that's why he did what he did. It wasn't like Richard made the decision himself, which people in Gnosis generally, unless if they're mind controlled by it at the moment, it seems like they just don't even say anything or think at all for themselves. And they are technically being controlled a la CGF guardsmen. I mean, but the guardsmen never spoke when they were under control. That's like my kind of point. It's like no one once they took, like if you took Gnosis and Joachim didn't control you, you just kind of were, you were yourself except a dick. But if you were, if Joachim was controlling you while you were in Gnosis, you just lost all of yourself and you weren't anything. But Richard was clearly himself during the entirety of first chapter, which means, yeah, no, he's fine. He wasn't. There's no. I don't think it's a prototype Gnosis. I think it's just Wiseman's little gimmick. Got himself a gimmick. Good on him, I guess. Wiseman brainwashed you. He didn't mind control you. That's a good way of putting it, Clips. That's a good way of putting it. Well, there was the Ruan chapter, but and I had some form of similarities, though. Maybe Falcom was thinking of some form of Gnosis at that point. Maybe. Anyway, Gnosticism is cool, and I hope we get. I love it. But I want to use mysticism more. Give me more Limbus company. Give me more Limbus company. Brain's mind control was basically their inhibitions being turned off and then finding 100% strength. The explanation for Gnosis, by the way, so far provided in game, is hilariously inept. Like, it's magic, yes. That's the simple answer. Gnosis, how does it do what it does? It's magic. Okay, yes, very understandable. The doctor, I forget, Seelan's, I believe her name is, explanation of how Gnosis works is hilarious. It's so funny. It's really funny, because it's just like, you think about it for a second, like, no, you're wrong. Be quiet. It's just really funny to me that her explanation is so shit. And the only reason I don't poke more fun at it is because I understand that she is like, we're dealing with like magic and stuff, so she's really wrong and not supposed to be completely correct, but it's just hot take. Gnosticism is just a cringy, edgy fanfic of monotheistic religions at the time. I prefer it in some ways, but you know. Demiurge is better believable god than God. Hot take. Kyoe tells the two that oh, come on me, come on me, come on me. Come on me, come on. Gotta keep on going. Oh, we don't like mathematicians' answers in this chat. Kyle, please leave yourself be. Probably need to get like that air blower or whatever. Like, but the demiurge isn't God, and you should ignore the physical in favor of the spiritual. That's the whole point. I mean, okay, I said that wrong. The demiurge, it makes a better god insofar as in it makes a good explanation for why the world sucks ass, and stuff like that, without making it seem like, without going with like, oh yes, the creator of our world was perfect and the best thing ever, and they are really good. Like that's my main problem with monotheistic religion, is the fact that we live in a world which isn't perfect, and everything about it has to explain why that is. I don't like it. You do what you want? Fuck mathematicians. Ugh. Sounds more like a problem with dualism than monotheism. I mean, not entirely wrong. It's like if there is a greater being to the world, like my thought for that would be, okay, if there is a greater being to the world, I don't think they can be. If there's an all-powerful being, I don't think they can be all good. I think that's unreasonable. In our current reality. Because you pre-played first chapter and saw the dogs are ravishing, was like, what the fuck, bro, you're tripping? Look, it's just the NEP thing where they reuse models, it's fine. Anju. Problem. Problem. Why? Party. I don't know. Basically, it's logical argument takes things like that are why theology and apologism. A defense or excuse, a speech written answer made to justify someone. I see. How can doesn't reuse assets that there has to be a lore actually you refuse to accept this answer, Bob Sainus Trails fan. No, you are playing Neptunia. It's just Trails flavored. Wake up, people. Stop. I have too much I am too similar to Gremlins. My personality. You have to play Neo tonight, so you have to play Nep tonight, so reminding you. Yeah. Sorry. I've triggered him. Become triggered. We need to get him 12 cc's of TO into his blood stat. I have fun with this. Nep is the proof that God is dead. Is Bob a basic bitch? What does that even mean? No offense. Look. I don't think we can call me basic bitch because I really don't. I don't do a lot. I mean, you want him to get Tio's blood? No. Look. It's not Tio's blood. It's Tio's cuteness and goodness. It's fine. That's what we got. A truly just God would not allow Nep to happen. A truly just God would have make everything Nep. You're right the other way. Nep has proved that God doesn't exist. Dude, I am breaking. Nice and assuring, you should say fine. Neps have Ariel. Those. Oh. More. Ew, cuteness. I mean, if you think that such a low-level cuteness would work, but fuck you. Kia Penguin. That's my trauma. Don't do that. Can you build a shrine, dedicate Neptune, and call those who prefer other characters heathens? You would tie them up and make them listen to Nep for 10 hours? That was a joke, by the way. No, it wasn't. You've now legally signed away your right to do anything else. If you had to live in game industry, you'll unironically be an atheist. Gods actually exist? I prefer to say no, says Clips. Fun. Very fun. 1 point. Original. Wait, if you are an atheist, and how will you interact with Neptune? Even exist in your perception? Yes, because the CPUs are physical goddesses and exist in reality. There's plenty of people who you meet a person who doesn't believe they are like truly divine and shite. The beach, you know. Look, hello, the Neptunia series. Give it into my veins. Put it in, put it in, put it in my veins. Put it in, put it in, put it in my veins. Put it in, put it in, put it in my veins. Oh yeah, my brain is rotten, rotten. Do you guys ever hear me say Nep is like the worst thing ever? You understand I've been replaced by a robot, right? Or maybe I'm just really distracted right now, and my wheels are spinning over and over again. Ooh, lovely, isn't it? Maybe Clips is saying that they aren't gods. Oh, he's wrong then. Of course, Bob, Nep is love, Nep is life. Yeah. Wait, there's an atheist in Nep? Where do you meet your new favorite character? Oh, don't you remember? It was the atheist was God. You remember Third, right? You think you just regained your sanity? Fuck you. Are my brains, they're breaking apart. This is my brain, it's in pieces. Fuck. Oh. This is my brain, it's breaking apart. Please fix it, my friend, or I'll have to go lark. Oh, they're not. Oh, like real God is atheist when it comes to Nep base that only changes your fate. But Pantheon is Nep and the other CPUs. In the Japanese Pantheon, PlayStation Pantheon, are there Western Pantheons like the Greek gods? They replaced Amaterasu. Let's go with that. Yeah, sure. I can deal with that logic. I can really go with that logic, actually. Fuck you, Amaterasu did nothing wrong. Amaterasu made the sun. She did everything wrong. She is the sun. She made everything wrong. You know, I'm changing the story, but keeping the results from the original, that would make sense. Neither guru goes to give you. Nah. I think he's memeing, possibly, maybe. We gotta watch the Nep anime to know for certain. And the fight scenes, we get actions down. Problem. Finally read 3 and 9, now you can play Rever. No. You can't play Reverie. You haven't beaten every single game in the series, have you? Yeah, then damn, I guess we can play Red. Ah, such a stream of consciousness. This fucking. They are, but have they ever done anything godlike? They created a bridge, you know? Out of rainbows, Clips. They made a bridge out of rainbows. It's fine. Okay. Okay, this is a good reason. With what authority? You bet it was just magic. Why are you using capital A authority like it's goddamn Naziverse, right? Imply that they're an aspect of reality that one of them may have dominion over. Oh, okay. Gaming. All of them, technically. The gamer goddess. How much do you think their bathwater is spouse for? Spouse for? Spouse for. Bruh. You can actually 86 yourself, Flo. So thinking, so thinking. No, stay here, please. No, stay here, please. We need you. Used 86 to have a fight. You already swallowed the pills. Spit them out. Spit them the fuck out through your ass if you have to. This is out of spite, it's disgust, and can't be someone sim for the tune is that hard. Red Gnosis, you want to see how Trails and Post Fantasy end before you go. Post Fantasy, what the fuck you mean it doesn't end in 300 years? What do you mean he's still alive writing it? I choose to say Sarah's name is Sarah. It's my choice. More than shit, fuck you. Fuck you. No fucking. Never had a choice of this. At least when you referred Neptune as Neptune, after she told Kama that she could literally call her whatever she wanted. Neptuna. Oh, fuck you. I see now. You are sinful and you deserved nothing but good. Obviously. You know your tuna lore, unfortunately. Biggest regret he's ever had. Got tuna for dinner, 6 out of 10, not enough salt. I always get scared that being forced to play Nep on stream will make you learn Neptune lore and eventually start to overwrite Trojan in your brain. It saddens and scares. Don't be sad. Happy. Must be happy. There is no choice in this setup. Thoughts are occurring, thoughts are occurring. More of them. Neptune lures like a punch to the stomach, Tro's lures like a deep massage to the solar plexus. Like, you might forget that Kia is in the middle of like, Kia, oh no, it's already... Overreacting little book. Ruminating right now, giving a bed. Okay. What? Oh, that's true. Stop ruminating. Ruminating. It's fine. I'm ruminating. I need a room to ruminate in. It's fine. I've got a room. I'm ruminating. Ruminations. Thoughts are occurring still. Charging the lasers. Please be better than activate. Probably what I sound like, right? Yeah. Making bob-bob noises. Look, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I need to use the bathroom. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, 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 fine. It's all fine. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back for writing more. Let's go. You just realized I sound like myself? What? What? What does that mean? Why am I breathing like I just ran a country mile? Usually Bob sounds like Clips VH, but like our voices or I what? I'm not. I mean, here someone comes in with the unexpected as fuck opinion. What? Clips likes to trill his words more and his accent is more pronounced. What accent do I have that isn't one that I slip into by accident? What do I sound like? Other than someone who has learned to speak thanks to a machine learning algorithm. Kyle's confused. You can easily tell the two part ways because you're from Singapore. Clips knows he's got a bit of a regional accent. I figure it was somewhat subtle. Maybe it's not. I really don't know if I have an accent. I assume I don't have an accent, really. Maybe that's presumptuous of me. I kind of thought I didn't have very much of an accent. Spoke straight. You have American accents to foreigners. You can say words like "yaw, grits, talking code," aluminium, looks. You can tell us apart until you can't tell us apart. Okay. Very much a thing that was said, yes. Okay, okay. Huh? Uh, oh, okay. Bobo, say the phrase. Don't you know? I mean, my accent is basically Californian plus a bit of Texas. My accent is I have had too much influence from the internet and an Irish babysitter. That's how I describe it personally. Oh, okay. Say the word sorry. Sorry. In my opinion, Bala doesn't have an accent per se. Kind of reminds you of a less formal British RP. British roleplay. Is it what? That's how it. That is it. Bob accent is Canadian. What? Just my tone, you guess. Oh my. Um, Handable. Me thinking it's dangerous for me to. I am thinking, oh what a sin, oh what a danger we have all become. Oh what shall we do? There were times when you still streamed on Xenobyte's channels and where people would occasionally pop into chat and actually get confused with him, even though you know it sounded like Singapore was a former French colony. Mm-hmm. Art. Party. Proper. Anju. Yeah, you know or how to say that, but if you I was wrong, we were British sincerely. British. British? British! Yay, the British! I'm ruminating, so give me a bit. Okay. Okay, now. see. Okay. Okay, so there's the outline for part 2. Written up, okay. Okay, good. Good. This is going much better than before. That's good. That's really good. That's amazing. I wish I could stop hiccuping and stuff. Oh, you know, and have a life we want. Colored words. What? Oh, no, yeah, the colored words are just a way for me to distinguish what I've kind of like discarded and what I'm keeping and stuff like that, and some notes to myself, that's all. It's just there to help me. As long as you don't say any Asian countries in China just because they speak Mandarin. What? You say that isn't a kiss? That's weird. Okay. 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 Good. Action. Most. Chapter 5. Is it better or worse to think a Mandarin is Chinese asking for a friend? Okay. Use for 5. Changes. Sure. Peaks. All the tone. Bring it. Aggressive. Huh? Her. Oh boy, 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 boy. I'm nearly done with this. This is the roughest of outlines, but you know, it's gonna be the tool I use to freaking work on the chapter, so you know, that's fine. What funny is that by that language logic, you'd say that most of the world is American, so Americans would see that low. Question, but in the US, not all of y'all have English as your lingua franca, yeah? True. What? Are you forced to learn a second language? Yes, but no. Okay, look, the education system, for me at least, was a fucking complete and utter failure in learning another language. It was the biggest waste of time. The teachers were all shit. No one really cared, and it is fucking... And I hate it. I hate it so much. I wish that was better. They put us in front of a television. I learned more from Dora the fucking Explorer at home! Fuck you! Ooh. Okay, thinking so, sorry. Some schools require you to take a class for another language, only gives you enough skill to ask for a bathroom. Essentially what Kyle was saying, yeah. A big problem is that they just aren't good. I would love to learn another language, but it's all hard. Said this here before, but Dora and Diego, in hindsight, were based for getting some basic vocabulary under your belt. Yeah, no, again, agree with that. It was really good. Your mother language kind of sucks, says A. Also, hello, A. So you're kind of forced to learn something else. Damn, sucks. Thinking still. Diego is a simp. For who? Who is Diego a simp for? For Dora. Isn't Dora his fucking cousin? Don't call Diego a simp for his cousin. Here you are in a chat full of polyglots and you can't even get to being here level in Japanese. Pain and suffering, this is. English French, also it's in Africa, which doesn't mean much change how many languages are low. Yo no hablo español. Everyone on my job speaks Spanish. Everyone. Yeah, no, I'm the only one at the job who speaks no Spanish whatsoever, which is... It harms my soul. Dora and Dora and Diego gonna be the new Estelle and Joshua. Oh. Yes, where is the bathroom? Where is beer? And I don't speak Spanish. This is not a moment that warrants use of the term bruh, then I started finding time more fitting. 5,000 words in 2 days. Wow, look what happens when I'm just like, you know, spamming out all my thoughts. Not putting any filter on. A finds it funny how similar shows in the sky, second chapter especially is some Laputa Castle in the Sky. I gotta watch that. I've heard it's good. You're gonna take off later, guys. Bye, Kyle. Come by tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Trails. Trails to Azure. Gotta be blue. Okay, so I've got my outline for the rewrite of Chapter 5 now. I've got my outline for the rewrite. Yay! I get to play Trails to Azure, but you get to have Nep. Yeah, sounds like an unfair deal. Wish I could play Neptunium more. So for the second part, we have a similar initial. We have something similar to the beginning of the original version of Chapter 5, which would, at this point, like with Miko waking up and all that, we do have, like, it's probably almost the exact same for the most part. But we have, and then when we head outside, and we have it be a bit more. Be a bit more calm. We see Teki and Medi repairing the shrine, so that way we can start fixing that up. With like, obviously Miko asks questions about why Medi's there and blah blah blah. We have all that go around. And after a conversation there, we'd have a recap of what happened last night, Totem Miko, but that's the part that really needs a lot of thought put into it, because we need to have it be, because like I want to make sure I strike the right balance between Miko learning things and Miko not repeating too much of what you're read already. That's gonna be a big important part here. And I'm also going to go with I think I'm going to definitely go with Miko doesn't learn about Mugen's Cradle during this. It's something that Aho and Tomo keep from her. So yeah, that means that it's something the reader will know, but Miko will not. We actually also get Kioi in here too. to help, and because this starts getting relevant to Kioi, we have some discussion about Tenru, so that way we don't ignore the big fucking reveal of the last chapter. We also have Kioi interact during or after. I also plan on having her interact with Miko and ask questions after the conversation with Aju. Fine. Am I gonna do a creative review like with Cassie's in second chapter? I'm not sure. I just kind of write what I write. Sometimes it's shit though, and that's why chapter 5 has to get in the bin and redone from the beginning. We have, I think this time, because I'm gonna keep the results, but I'm not gonna actually have it happen because fuck, it just doesn't work anymore. We're gonna have Aho be the one who goes and gets Aju and brings her to the shrine. Aho was planning originally on just going, I'm gonna kill her. But Miko goes like, Aho, please don't kill her. And so like, fine, Miko. Have that go on. Because like, I don't think there's any way reasonably at this point, I don't think it's necessary to have Tomo and Miko going after Aju now. That's gonna change part 3 a bit. Because we're gonna have the tension's gonna be a bit higher there for Aju and her and them, but we can do. But I'm thinking for that, like I have a bit of a backstory for Miko I've written before, Make, so I can adapt that in here, and I think I would make a good Olive Ranch story for Miko to tell her, not nearly as long, very short and kind of like not even a full page long probably, but would be a good way of getting them to open up and learn a bit more about Miko's past for everyone to do, which I think would be good. We also have Teki, Medi, and Miko work on repairing the shrine. We have Medi learn about the fancy and stuff, and I want her overall reaction to be just pure excitement, just like wonder and ooh, what is this? Like, kind of coming across as the person who's the most excited out of everyone, and because she's so curious about things. She's not going to reject what she hears because she sees and believes very easily. She's like, yeah, that's awesome. Small dialogue would work. Anything long would be overkill. Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking. Just like small dialogue there, just to get her to open up a small bit. As well, want a conversation. I want to have a conversation with Igai and Miko, where Miko is spending some time trying to reassure Igai that like, no, you're really helpful, you're really good, you did your best, you've helped a lot. Like, she'll help identify parts of the barrier because she topples over the points where Aju up. Igai is having problems now with her sense of self and like her worth, so it's not gonna quite hit all the way through, and she might even take the wrong lesson from it, which would be quite something. And then we end that part with Aho coming back with, yeah, sad Igai, like you know, it's a kid thinking they have to do a lot more because they think the world depends on them. It's very excited for Igai. I am too, but also really sad because it's just that it is S arc, but at the same time, for Igai's arc, but also sad at the same time. Yeah, it's that thing with kids and some of them will take lessons and be like, think they need to take the world on for everyone else. It's sad because they'll blame themselves for things that aren't their fault and things like that. But I think it'll be good. It'll be good here. It'll be good to do. Then in part 3, we have. So I've already mentioned the having Miko give a very short olive branch of a story of what happened with her past, gain Aju's trust, and also just in general, things. The tone here should be mostly a lot less worry, a lot less, ooh, I'm really scared and stuff, and more just general, what the fuck is happening here, and confusion. Especially because in this case, Aho will have shown that, like, yes, she can very much handle Aju, very much. So there's no real reason to be as tense or scared for them. And I think that would be, like, I think that's, like, the best decision we have. And then when we get to Aju's story, I'm actually going to try to fucking do what Clips has suggested a lot, and execute it better than I did in the original Chapter 5. Because that would be a good idea. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking currently for what we got for rewriting right now. And then we have the decision of, like, who to hang out with, and I guess we'd expand that to Medi too at this point. So yeah, that would make sense. This in general does sound a lot better, even just like as a summary and a very rough outline than the previous version of Chapter 5. I think this is gonna be. I think this, like, at least the base here is a lot more stable than the base we had before. I feel good saying that. Yep. Anything else to really say right now? I'm just trying to think about where this is gonna go from here, and, like, the future of the story, and, like, time skips, and going over more times. Like you said, a full story rewrite would have been unnecessary at best, and a waste at worst. Okay. Still a big rewrite coming up here, but yeah, I can see what you mean now. This is why I need to talk it out, because goodness gracious, perfectionist so is bad, very bad. Just thinking about, like, how we're gonna move on from here, like, what happens at the end of the chapter, how do we move on, what goes from there and there. Because I feel like we're reaching a point where Miko should we should have a time where Miko's, like, maybe at the end of the chapter even, having everyone agree on, like, a plan going forward to help spread fantasy in the world and stuff like that. And we start using some time skips to help with that, so we can go, okay, now we're going like this. This is what's happened. So then, because then, like, then we can have everyone have, like, a very big plan, and we can actually move forward in that at a reasonable rate. That might be a decent idea, but I'm worried about how to execute that, and how far too much would be, and what can be reasonably accomplished, what's too much getting accomplished, what's too little, what needs to be on screen, what needs to be off screen, and things like that. You can tell that I put a lot of thoughts into this by, like, how much, like, all my concerns and stuff. So, sorry about that. Most of the times, they are very, very sorry about that when it comes to rambling. What the remote is. I'm using way too many words here because, oh yes, my heart is set ablaze with nervous energy. Another thing that would help with this is if you have fusions in the conversation characters have that the reader never gets to see. Well, can you expand on that? Because I think I know what you mean. As in, like, do you mean that so far as in, another thing that would help is if you have experiences of conversation characters have that the reader... Those would make more sense in that case, because you'd have time that we didn't observe. Yeah. That would be a good idea, yeah. Keeping conversations happening off screen and stuff. What the fuck? Bob of the Clan of Bob. Get this Eldine lore. Buckle up, some cat motherfucker. Wait, what? Why the fuck did you do this, Clips? You gifted me... Sorry. Clips just gifted me Ys the Oath and Felgana, Ys Origin, Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles, Ys X the Arc of Mathetism. Mother... Great. I guess I know what I'm playing on Steam Sleeping Surfing next. This motherfucker wants to see me do badly again. God damn it. He's done what I've done to him. How cruel but expected, and also quite a good comeback. Quite the comeback. I have to respect it somewhat. Ain't fucking Azure Lines? Oh. Those. Wait, when does the fucking sales end and stuff? The classes these games, they were super cheap, don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry though, Clips. Sorry, not sorry. Also, you don't expect me to get into Ys like I have trailers, but it's nice lore and it'll be fun for sleepy. Probably just watch dope meme of some guy strapping his Sterno to a drone. That sounds kind of fun. Okay, me. Yeah, lots of plans going forward still. I wonder how this is all gonna go in the end for some parts. I'm also going to have to figure out what I want to do for very certain sections, but it's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream a small bit. I think, yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, Bob has to start another franchise after he beats Troz after 10 years. Clips. Look, I'm streaming as much as I can to do this. It's fine. Like, tell me knowing about all his ability or the bit about a guy remembering Miko telling her not to stare at people. Troz is yet to end. It can end any day now. Not like that is what you mean for off-screen conversations. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you. I understand now. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream a small bit, well, actually quite a bit early, because I've got to, I kind of don't want to get interrupted again, but also I've got to take like a shower and a couple other things, and get a couple things ready for work, because I've got a bit more today than usual. I've got to get that stuff done. But yeah, other than that, like, I think when we start writing again on, what is it, Saturday? When I write again on Saturday, like, we can actually start working on the rewrite of Chapter 5 and hopefully do well and not suck butts. So 16 hours by Bob standards. Look, the truth hurts a bit, please don't hit me with it like that. You need to get work done. Work sucks most of the time. I'm gonna go into work today. I'm probably gonna get talked down to for certain things that happen. So, you know, that's how it's gonna be. Anyway, thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. The first time coming, I suggest you subscribe and the notification most or where I'm streaming. As well, if you like anything on the video, leave a like. If you have anything in comment, leave a comment. If you have any stories or anything else you want me to read before I'll read it and I'll talk about it at the start of a writing stream. So go ahead and do that. He does have NBC chat too, so you're probably right for paaaain. Anyway, yes, and tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Trails to Azure at 9 a.m. Standard Time, and later tonight, Clips VH is going to be streaming Neptunia 7 on V2 on his channel at 8 p.m. Go check it out, because he's going to have a lot of fun, I think, and he's going to enjoy it the most out of every game he's ever played in his life. It'll be the best night ever, you know? You know. It's the best night ever. Anyway. Thank you all again. And I gotta get close. I gotta be quiet. And I gotta say, goodbye.